Hello, it's Jo. And somewhere lurking nearby is also a kimchi. While I was getting ready, he decided to jump on the keyboard 5 times. I feel like that's a new record. Our part of me was kind of hoping he would do it when I started stream, because on that waiting soon screen, you still would have heard it, just like piano chaos. For Lady Elephant Princess, thank you so much. Hello to you. Oh my gosh. Look at these heartwarming resubs back to back to back. And we have our legendary mods with Tripwire Tier 3. Thank you so much. I get to see you soon for VGM Con. I haven't forgot about trying to find some tune recommendations for us playing together. This past weekend was super good. Very, very busy. I did get a couple little videos that I can show you from the show that I played on Saturday, which was a huge success. Very, very fun. No, I'm actually going to book my flight right after stream. I know I should have done that. For James, chronic lurker here. I love my lurkers just as much as everyone else. Oh, I can do that. There we go. Twitter. For Olaf, it's wonderful to see you as well. ASMR, welcome. I haven't been sneezing as much today, but I did hear that people are doing their lawns outside, so it will probably release some of the pollen, but I'm not like used to it, but I'm accepting it more. For Senzu, welcome. Harry. Bye. I've been trying not to be a nag. No, I clearly need it. You guys know me. I can put that stuff off. Oh, and Pencil's message just says poop, 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 poop times 10 and then plus poop, 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 poop. I like the phrasing. It makes me think of that anime, bo, 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 bo. Someone was telling me I was saying that wrong, but I'm like adamant. It has to be bo, 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 bo. The first anime that like sincerely shocked me when I saw it on Toonami growing up. For Pencils, thank you as well. Please let me know for any of our resubs for Lady Elephant, Trip, and Pencils if there's anything I can play for you. So we tried something last week where I picked 3 goals to try and conquer by the end of the week, and I felt like it gave me a bit of structure and more of a willingness to show you guys my process and like helping me, you know, figure things out live with you. Pokemon, you got it. I still am kind of leaning between a couple goals that I want to settle on for this week. Admittedly, the show that I did on Saturday, while it was so fun and obviously good experience in a lot of other ways, it did kind of make my Sunday just like completely freeze. It was a blast, but it was a big event. We were throwing a huge show to have a big fond farewell and good luck to our dear friend Atticus, who is moving out west. And he knows how to put on a show, let me tell you. I'll talk more about that once we get some more folks in, so I don't keep like repeating myself or whatever. For Danish, welcome. D-Mix. Now, what Pokemon is grabbing me today? I still need to download this program on my computer that helps me transcribe things. Oh, I mean transpose. Don't do it. I saw that, Kimchi. Good boy. He's about to do it. Never enough attentions for a Bimby. Oh, James, thank you. Seeing Arthur read, I keep wanting to read that as McCarthy Road, which was one of the fiddle tunes I learned recently. I unfortunately didn't really get to do the Celtic journey that I wanted to this past weekend, but gotta make sacrifices to make other things that are important fit into, right? And that was being able to perform for my wonderful friend's show. And also, it was another friend's birthday on Friday, and we went to the barcade, which was super fun. But I regret to tell you that there was one major bummer with the barcade. And that was that the DDR machine wasn't working. And I was really excited to film myself doing it for you guys, because what's hilarious about that particular like place to play DDR, they have the volume of the machine set low, and then the like house music for the bar on full volume, so you can't really hear the music while you do DDR, which makes it hilarious to watch. Like, it is absolutely absurd, and I thought it would be really funny if I got to show you that, but alas. I opened up to a piece from Pokemon that I haven't played for quite a long time, but I remember it being really peaceful. Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of the game or makes it much more entertaining. Where are you going with that fun in your feet? All that fun was had this past weekend. Oh my goodness. With celebrating my friend's birthday at the Barcade Friday. And then for the show that I played on Saturday, call time was at 6 where everyone had to be there. And the show ended at 12:30. So it was a thing. It was a whole day. But it was really fun. Well, I guess half a day, right? So this piece that I just remembered is Soaring the Sky from Pokemon Ruby Sapphire. Hey Jersey, how are you? Oh, Sunbro, thank you. Just a little warm up. There's this one high jump here. I need to just like commit to it. With violin, I feel like not a lot of people believe me when I say this, but it's true. When it comes to playing things in tune, you are told that you need to hear the note in your head before you actually get there. And that's what really helps. So I'm just gonna like really commit to that. So the note is... So now in context. Sorry guys, it's important for me. Let me see if I can get that first part now that I'm a little more comfortable with the shift. Will, aren't you streaming? I felt like that was a bit better. Oh, bathroom break, of course. Does typing fart cube make that work? I heard people talking about it last stream, but like I wasn't able to kind of keep up, I guess. Let's do... I don't remember this one either. Oh yeah, there it goes, yep. We're gonna do Sotopolis City next. I did tune up an instrument I have not done for quite a long time because I was thinking I might mess with it today. And I can elaborate more on that once we get closer. Alpha Sapphire. This one is called Sotopolis City, and I quite frankly just do not remember learning this, which means I should play it because I don't know who it is. I'm trying to get the newer version. Yes, they re-released a bunch of the Pokemon ones, and it has better sound quality. I think this is it. Yeah. Well, shoot. That's really cool, though. I feel like this could make a cool jazz lounge version. Oh, D to F. Sorry, guys. I almost want to make this one of the goals for the week, making a loop of Sidopolis, but in like a really, I want it to be like a Detective Newton, like noir, like sad jazz loungy version. So if I looked into doing that, I just want to see how easy it might be for me to figure out the chords, because otherwise maybe I can just go for it today. B minor. That's already really fun. B minor. Oh. I kind of like where this could go. I want my notebook so I can write down the chords as I'm figuring it out. But I feel like just that nice kind of descending line. Tiny hands can't reach far. B minor. Because then it goes major in that next section, which would be really nice. Joe P.I. sitting in an alleyway puffing an e-cigar, just waiting for the evil antagonist in the pinstripe suit to walk by, casually approaches with her violin and whacks him over the head. I feel like I could find a non-violent way to figure that out. I'm about to reference a movie, but I haven't seen it in so many years, or I'm like, should I not even mention this? Is that even what it's about? I think it is. It features my ultimate celebrity crush that people tease me about and say, that's really weird. And I'm like, you just don't understand. My all-time celebrity crush in any decade is Jack Nicholson. I freaking love Jack Nicholson. He is so cool. He's so cool. And that movie Chinatown he was in, wasn't he like a investigator? Oh, Jordan! Thank you so much! I really appreciate the raid! Welcome, raiders. My name's Joe. I listen to video game soundtracks and write out the music based on what I'm hearing. And Bucket! Oh my goodness! Look at these raids, folks! Thank you! I also make loops playing lots of instruments and sing on top of them for covers and instrumental things. For Jordan, how's your stream? It's good to see you. And if any of you aren't familiar with Jordan, you're definitely going to want to change that. A really wonderful musical talent. I'm noticing this desk is like sagging at the corner and I'm scared everything's about to collapse now. Is your crush younger Jack Nicholson or is it current 91-year-old Jack Nicholson? Any era of Jack Nicholson I think is perfect and the ideal celebrity crush. And for Bucket as well, another musical talent here on Twitch. I assume if you're here, you like music. Otherwise, you're about to be very disappointed. Why don't I get warmed up? I've just started here today. I kind of want to do like improv. At the top of each week, I really like to pick 3 goals for the week, like of new things to try on stream or add to the song list. And I think I'm locking in that I want to do a jazzy detective noir lounge sad rain effect version of this Pokemon song. I know it seems really like not like what I described, but I hear it. This would make the perfect detective noir spooky sad jazz version. We're just gonna slow it down, add in some like ambiance, but I think it would be really cool. I'm not the best pianist. C? That would be a B. Maybe I could put a diminished chord here. B minor. That's what I'm going to lock in as one of our goals for this week. I'm going to pick 3. One of them is continuing to learn Celtic music. I've been on a mission to become a Celtic musician. I've done some Celtic gigs. I've loved them. But I don't have a group to play with currently. So I was like, well, I'm just going to make my own. And I've currently learned 35 Celtic tunes all by ear. And I want to get to 100. Can't wait to see this version. That gives me more motivation to do it. Thank you for the support, y'all. Just chatted today, but so great. I think it's important to have those like breaths of air on Twitch, to be honest. I find myself needing it. It's hard not to get sucked into like, gotta be better, learn more music, do more things. And it's always chat that starts to see it first. They're like, girl, I think you just need to like sit and talk. I'm like, thank you, you're right. So before I embark on the journey of making jazz noir version of Sotopolis City, I kind of want to do an unraveled tune. Let's do like First Steps. This is a really awesome soundtrack that was composed by Swedish folk musicians, which has their own kind of type of fiddle. And I like to do improv and kind of dance around the melody on this. Danny, you're gonna love it! was realizing my pickup was kind of a little funny. They say on these that generally it comes down to a player's preference. But they say you want it to be closer to the G and the D string. And just like kind of in line to like the notch and the F hole. You can laugh. That's funny. It's okay. Thank you again for those who stuck around from the raids. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all had a nice weekend. I had a very busy but super fun weekend. Started things off strong on Friday. It was a friend's birthday. Went to Barcade. Had a great time. And then on Saturday was big day. I was very kindly asked to perform for one of my friends' saying goodbye show as they're moving out of Nashville. And this event was insane. Before I move on though, I want to make sure I say hi. Yes, I saw Butley, my darling Butley Poopington. How are you? And also on YouTube for Folklore. Thank you very much. That nice intonation. I always feel a little shaky with my intonation when I start stream if I didn't get a chance to like practice violin beforehand. I think I'm learning to kind of just trust that I've learned enough where I can usually just kind of, jump in. But I do like to have a good little warm up, So the event that I played this past weekend, like I said, it was a going away party for my dear friend Atticus. I've been in a few bands with Atticus. I played a bunch of gigs with him. He actually got me one of my first gigs that tied me into kind of a different circle here in Nashville. And it was a Britney versus Christina show, where they were doing covers for Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. And they were on Team Britney, so they asked me to do the iconic and little did I know that would lead to a whole new group of wonderful friends and my growing friendship with Atticus as well. So Atticus is part of it's so hard to describe. It's just, his musical project is Party. It is called Travolta, but with 2 L's. And they do originals and like just really fun and engaging things. So he titled this event Swamp Formal. And I was like, how am I supposed to dress to a swamp formal? He's like, like swampy stuff, but like nice. I'm like, okay. And when I walk in there, there's just like ghillie suits and like inflatable crocodiles and snakes and moss. And they built this platform in the middle of the room where a DJ was sitting the whole night and you could run in between the vines. It was wacko. But there was one particular thing he did that I thought was so freaking funny. And I have a video of it here for you guys. See if you recognize this very artsy cover. Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn the lights off. Carry me home. Late night, come home. Where's us? I know. She left me roses. This is Atticus. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off. Carry me home. So that was what I did on Saturday. I played on 2 other songs. I honestly haven't found clips of them. Since Atticus has made so many wonderful friendships and connections here, there was a ton of different artists featured throughout the night. But it was so fun. So fun. And that was really my weekend. So I couldn't commit as much time to learning my little Celtic ditties. But obviously so worth it to prioritize different things, depending on the moment. So let's see here today. Do I have any priority requests? I forgot to check. Oh, Tripwire. I owe you one. I'm so sorry. That would be this binder. I think I put it on this side. No. My apologies, y'all. I know I have it in here. Whoa, I forgot I did these arrangements. What? Who are you? Okay. There's a lot to unearth here. Here it is. Let's see. Dire Dogs. Turn the lights off. Carry me home. No. So sick. I'd mentioned that at some point I want to try and do this song as a Celtic loop. Like maybe turn it into 6/8. Kind of like a could be like twice as slow. there's something there I can make happen. Yes, this isn't like an example of a loop, or not a current loop, but if it was a loop, a song that is so iconic, and if I did a version of it, I just really want to find a way to make it feel like new and different and kind of challenge me to think of it in a different way. So who knows, maybe I'll make that one of our second goals of the week, but I want to commit to just the first one today. Last week, I challenged myself because I want to have a loop version of only strings to do to Xanarkin. And we went through our first attempt on Friday, and I was pretty happy with the first one. But I was thinking what might help is a certain variant to another one of my violins. Let's see if you can tell the difference between these two violins. I have to go back there. Let me do this first. Warning, probably already out of tune. Yes, so this is a violin that has what's called octave strings on it, and it is what it says it is. It just plays all the strings an octave lower. Still, violins have different strings than what the cello has. I think that it's the cello CGDA. Am I right on that trip? So it's not going to be the same register, but it's a lot closer. So I felt like when I do my string only loops, when I like record it, the violin, like my typical one, and I drop it an octave, it can sound kind of like distorted. So that's why I wanted to try these strings out. So I might break that out in one of our all string loop arrangements for today. So a viola is like, I think a lot of people think that the viola is a lot lower than it is. Like, the difference between a viola and a violin is not that much. They share 3 strings, but they do have a fifth below. So yeah, for a Dudenheimer, they have a low C. But I could have sworn cello is an octave down of a viola. I'm just gonna look it up. Yeah, ADGC. So viola's an octave up of a cello. Thank you for JM Piano and Dude and Pokerfan Benny and Spark of Happiness for the follows. I really appreciate it. So I might give this a go today and try to rearrange our Xanarkin loop. But I am enjoying just playing a bit of violin, so I kind of want to do a couple more video game violin tunes, and then let's move into doing some loops today. I kind of want to go over some of the Genshin Impact stuff. I tried to give it some space because obviously I was really excited about all of the new Genshin Impact music, but I don't want you guys to like get sick of it. Some of these, warning, I still need to like practice. I don't think they're really up to the level they could be, but I mean, sight reading's still good for me to practice. This one's a little bit older, but I remember enjoying it. The City of Mellifluous Glory. Okay. Have to rewind the track. It's starting in the middle here. Okay, this one's very pretty. I hope you enjoy. Partner? That's not true. I'm a partner, not a partner. This might be kind of a stupid off question. I doubt it. What we got here? But if do some new ways, would it make sense to do both violins in a loop but the same notes? So it's the same pattern but in different octaves? No, that's a really beautiful effect. I'm a big fan of recording octaves. Because, like, especially when you're doing a frame, like, around a melody, for JoJo, 70 months! My goodness. Happy numbers go up day. Thank you so much, JoJo. Is there something I could play for you to say thank you? Was watching for the last 20 minutes and I loved it, but need to sleep now. Thank you for the kind words and support. I hope you have a wonderful night's rest, partner. Thank you for the bits, dude. But yes, I found that when you are trying to like fill out a piece, honestly, a whole lot of it is going to be octaves and fifths. Because if you do include like the major, minor, third, or whatever it is for the chord, it can kind of like muddy up the water really quickly. So there's a lot of kind of like bookending that happens. Let's see. There's a couple more pieces I wanted to revisit in this binder that I just haven't played for a while. I'm still getting used to the new titles and names, though. How about Leisurely Day? No, I don't want to do that one. So let's do Loafing on the Grass. Oh, is there a request for... I could do... No, that's a good point, honestly. I could do Fly Me to the Moon. I feel like that's a good theme for today. Well, I don't know how many other moon things I have. But yeah, I can sing Fly Me to the Moon. Let me do this one, and then I will do JoJo's request for Lumiere. And we will then do Fly Me to the Moon. Volume at like 30% down. Can I just go from the top? It was really quiet. Oh, that was a big sniffle, sorry. Transcribing a bunch of kids' songs to play for my nephew when I see him this week. I love how you've been like really loving sharing your work on the violin, Camira. I feel like so many people take lessons and then like, you know, don't choose to play them for other people, which is totally fine. The only reason I encourage people to do it is if the only reason they're doing it is because they're scared or like embarrassed or something. So it's so nice to see you just like playing shows and sharing it with your family. And it's just, that's such a wonderful thing. Also double blocka. I don't believe I greeted my double blocka. How could I? So we have requests for Lumiere as well as a singing little jazzy number for celebrating the recent NASA launch. But somehow we have hit an hour of streams. Well, just shy of 2 minutes, but I will say that I do need to take a quick break. I just need to, I need Flonase. I need Flonase in my nose holes. And I should probably check on little Kimchi, My cat, Kimchi, as you know, doesn't usually last long in the room because he likes to be chaotic. The door is open. I give him a chance. I only, ask him to leave the room when he does naughty things. But I want to make sure that his food and water's all set. Kimchi grazes, so it's hard for me to actively keep him on a schedule with that. For Kamira, I knew it was a really important step to start doing the little recitals to see what it feels like to prepare something and have time when it's done. Yes, 100%. And also because it's my grandfather's violin, it feels, I forgot that detail too. So special to share it with my mom. And on top of that, my parental grandmother was a music major way back in the day. That's awesome. For Mascari, welcome. How are you today? Scotty. He was being a little evil today. I can't deny the facts, but he's still worth it. I love my evil little Kimchi. But with that said, y'all, I am going to take my first break. Usually every hour on stream, I take a few minutes, 4 minutes, just to kind of check in with myself, make sure I'm ready to keep going for another hour. So I'm going to do that really quick. And when we get back, let's do Lumiere from Clair Obscure. Danny mentioned that they were starting Clair Obscure, and I'm really, really excited about that. Please keep me updated on Feels and Journeys. And then we'll do our little singing jazzy moment. When that little Bimby starts playing that keyboard, it's totally Angel. No. He doesn't play the piano. He jumps up and smashes, and then before I even turn and get out of the chair, he sprints behind the bed. So now that he knows he can get away, if I'm practicing, I hear 7 piano jams and I can't pick him up until I catch him one of those times. Anyway, trying to get my parries down, getting clapped. I would say it does take a little bit to kind of get used to it. My advice in Clair Obscure for finding that window for parrying is that you'll hear a sound that will cue you to do it. So sometimes it's easier to listen for it instead of, assuming when the strike is coming. All the sounds are different, but there might be a sword and at that moment you're supposed to press it. Or if I have magic orbs in my hand, it will be and at that you press it. Was that a good explanation or a bad explanation? I don't know. For Donnie Slacks, welcome. Yeah, try that out. See how it feels. But anyway, I'm going to take my first break of the day and load up on some water. And then let's do Lumiere. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for letting me. Oh. My bad. Actually, no, I want to see that clip again. This is my friend who had his goodbye show this last week and I played, and this freaking cracks me up.
Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home.
That's my friend Jesse dying laughing in the background. Late night, come home. I know.
She left me roses by Sarah. Surprises let me know she cares. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home.
The event was titled A Swamp Formal, and yeah, I think they delivered Swamp Formal vibes for sure. He also does like real originals, but it's just meant to be like a fun party, and oh my god, it was so ridiculously silly. There's like inflatable alligators being thrown around and snakes and moss, and I don't really know what it is. He explained it once, but I forgot. I don't know what it is. Also welcome for Edible Dragon. To celebrate Danny beginning his journey of Lumiere and thanking JoJo, let's play some Clair Obscur.
Dim, dam, dadilam, vacarme, s'en va dans l'oubli éternel. Et Gustave, dom guardiam, dilim, didididilam, lutessera dodilam, seram. Dim, dim, da da da, dim, dim, da da da, dim, da di dam. Ton âme sera ravie, les toits à sur noir y fera. Clair, obscur, troublé de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Oh, clair, obscur, trouble, rature. Clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, trouvera effet. Clair, obscur, bordé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle.
Welcome, grape size boots. Thank you. I was a little pitchy in moments. I kind of want to play, now that I have the octave violin here, Gustav's theme. But first, let's do, actually, let me knock that out first. Because I really enjoy Gustav's theme, but I feel like it might not have a violin in it, or maybe it's just focusing on like letting the cello and viola have a moment to shine, which they should. Okay, I have my sheet music for this over here. Yes, I've really enjoyed this song, but I feel like I was trying to decide, I guess, if I wanted to like loop it or something. For Agent Brown Sugar, welcome. It's lovely to see you again. How are you today? So I'm going to try my octave violin. There's nothing different about the body of the violin itself. It's just that you can buy strings that will play an octave lower to give more of a cello effect. And I want to try and read and play Gustav's edition track on the lower octave and see how that sounds. I think I'll just take that. It's probably going to be louder. I think I need a viola bow. A viola bow is larger. I kind of need it to get that low string. Might be a little pitchy as I don't usually play this violin, but let's just see what happens. screen so you can see what I'm doing. I wrote this music trying to see if I could make it work on the violin, but when I played the violin an octave up higher on it, I felt like it wasn't quite capturing the emotion. So I'm just changing octaves if I were to play it on this octave violin versus my... Did that work? No. What if I do transform, order, move to bottom? Huh. One sec, y'all. You? No. You? No. All right. Let me try one more time. Audio or screen capture window. And I want Gustav. Here it is. Okay, here's the transcription I did. So I realized when it started, this was down an octave. I didn't like that. This, I think, should all be up an octave. So let me do that. We're moving it up an octave, so the first note's C. Cool. I think this is all correct so far. This I want to change. It was instead of... Then it went up an octave. So from this G sharp, I'm gonna move that up an octave. I think that's what it was. All right, let's see if these adjustments make it sound better. Let me know what you think of me playing octave violin on these as well. And then check my arrangements so far. Again, I wrote the sheet music out initially to be played by violin, but I do think that this piece gains so much by being mainly in the lower register. It just makes like an extra like somber layer to it. So what I'm doing is what you would call a show multi-res, and it means if there's a bunch of boxes like this unused, it'll just group them together and say how many there are, and it saves space on the page. Whenever I can, I try to have all my sheet music on one page. This might be a bit much though. For cleanliness, I like to start lines there. Okay. Would y'all mind if I play this one more time with the corrections I've made to see how I feel about it? I know I promised I'll do Fly Me to the Moon. I will do that right when I'm done with this. This is just something that I need to practice. Awesome. I'm so happy that people have been enjoying me sharing, you know, what my sheet music looks like and how and why I put things together in certain ways. I'm trying to loosen my grip on just having this be as like kind of performance ready as possible and just share the process with y'all a bit more. Still kind of hard for me to let go of, but getting there. think that's much better. I was trying to force myself to play this piece in the violin range, but I never just felt really good about it. This is technically a duet piece, so I could write the second line to it as well. I don't know how worthwhile it would be to like loop. I don't know how that would loop. But I feel so much better now that I've fixed that. And I will print that and put it in my binder. Let's see. We have... Oh, for Lord, that's actually a very convenient transition. I was asked if I could do something moon-related from the recent launch. So let me save this file so I don't lose it. Cool. Fly me to the moon. Oh, I'm going to make this my second goal of the week. I'm starting a new thing on stream. I'm going to find an overlay tomorrow to throw up. Maybe like a cute Game Boy with like the little goals. On stream, I pick 3 things that I try to figure out live with you guys. Like I learn a lot of it live and you'll see me actively arrange it. My first goal that I decided is I want to turn this iconic Pokemon theme into like a noir jazz version. And then my second goal is going to be I want to learn Fly Me to the Moon to sing on guitar, but with jazz voicings. I feel like an important part of jazz is having the voicings of the chord correct, like not, you know, just like a basic C. You want like the sevenths and all that stuff. So that will take a bit of research on my part, but I can do a version today. It just won't be as sassy. Now, let me move this back to my violin. Oops. The only thing that's not convenient about me taking out the octave violin is like, I don't really have a great place for it left on my desk. I'm just gonna put this safely back there before we do Fly Me to the Moon. Oh wait, for Lord, I've been learning a ton of Celtic music lately. I want to find that one. Basundre? Real. I'll look into that one. So this is a full 88 keyboard. I was very lucky actually when I acquired this. Before on stream, I was using a keyboard that I loved. It was a gift when I was in 5th grade from my parents. It still worked, so I still used it. But then I had a friend who was moving and they were selling a bunch of their music stuff. I used to have music, like band rehearsals at their house. And I saw this weighted keyboard for sale and I got it for like $50. And everything works. Well, the only thing that died recently is on the display, you know how it's usually like a bright blue so you can read the text on it? The light died, so if I want to see what I'm doing, I have to get really close to it, but it's fine. It is what it is. Out of just curiosity, I want to see if I type in like Fly Me to the Moon jazz chord voicings, if a chart just pops up. I don't know how easily I'd be able to do it. See, yeah, these are all just like kind of basic shapes. I think I'll have to do some research into it. I can still do it today, just not the version I want. For McSlibbin, welcome. How are you? Keep being awesome, Joe. Only if you keep being awesome, okay? A little water. This is a song that I will be putting on our Fallout playlist, which I'm going to do next month. We're going to have a stream where I wear my Fallout suit and do a whole stream of old-timey loop radio voice tunes and covers. Cool. Yo, and Station! Thank you so much for a tier 3 and all of your kindness and support over the years. I really appreciate you. Know that we are rooting each other on in this music world. We got this, and I really, really appreciate it. Let me see here. Radio voice. There it is. Okay. Wait, no, that's not the radio voice. I didn't turn the button.
Now it's a radio voice. Oopsie. Alright, let me see these voicings here. Let's see. If I did like that D minor 7 sounds too happy. That's the beginning of Breezy, that Final Fantasy VIII thing. Oh wait, no, that would be. Oh, I guess that was a bunch of open strings. Sorry, my bad. I should just do the freaking song. I'm having trouble finding what the melody is. Let me say that I worship and adore. So that's too high for me. Let's just slap a capo on there. Let's try maybe like here. They sing forevermore. You are for that I worship. Almost there. B flat, B, C. Fly. Cool. There's one last thing I want to do and then I'll get started. I want to try and put a drum snare sample to complete the blabbage. Dun, dun. So it is in 4/4. Tempo would be like cool. Let's pick the right vibe. I can change the tempos of these. I kind of like the first one, if I play it, if we speed it up. Let's see if that works. Oh, I'd have to go twice as fast. So. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Let's try it. Change a chord there. I'll just do a C there. It's starting me on verse 2, my bad. One last volume, perk up. There we go. Lovely. Let's do Fly Me to the Moon. Let's see. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Know the words of my hand. Know the words, baby, kiss me. Oh, I want to get that dang jazz chord. Sorry, guys. I might go up one more half step. Scotty, I'm working on it. I feel like I'm gonna add in some like vinyl static and maybe intercepting channels, like at a really low volume. I didn't come up with it myself fast, to be honest. It was another recommendation. I was like, that's such a good idea. Succulent! Thank you so much. I hope everything is going fine for all your stream ideas. Love you as always. Mic feature sounds really smooth, I must say. Yay, I'm glad that it's working out. Fly to the moon. other word, please be true. In other words, I love you, baby. In other words, I love you. Nope. 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 Yep. Oh my goodness.
Brand new sub for General Marcus. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I kind of want to investigate one thing real quick. And for General, as well as Sakyon and Station and McSlibbin, all of y'all have priority requests. If that's something that you would like, please feel free to check on the song list. And if you see anything you like, just copy and paste it in chat. Me and the mods will take care of it. Oh no, we're about to play the game of does she remember her password? Come on, yay! Not sponsored, but I am a part of this website subscription Splice, where it catalogs a bunch of different sound samples that you can download. It can either be like a full drum groove, which is what I used for the last one, or like a general sound effect. And I want to make like a really cool Ableton template of like ambiance noises for the Fallout stream. So I'm wondering what will play if I type in like radio static. And hopefully this isn't loud. Let me check the volume settings on the website before I press play on anything and risk permanent ear damage for you guys. I guess I can just turn it down here first. Let me see. That's pretty nice, this radio static. It would be like really quiet in the back, but like even quieter than that. I think that would be nice. I just want to find a version that's longer because that's only 6-7 seconds. I almost said 6-7. This one's a minute. There's like a pitch to this one that I find distracting. That's the vibe I want. Let me try a couple more. Ooh, this one's better. It almost sounds like rain.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
And then mark this one as a maybe. What other sounds could be fun in like the vibes? That one's too big. They're too much.
And I was on Beacon a couple of times with them.
That's actually people talking, too distracting. Too short. 46 seconds. That would fit Fallout vibes. Fly me
To the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, please be true. In other words, that bad. Fill my heart with song and let me sing no forevermore. You are all I long for, that I worship and adore. Please be true and don't watch. I love you. No, I don't like that one at all.
It's at least a start. I'm trying to find some that don't have like pitches and aren't like super distracting. That's not bad as a texture, actually. Okay. I'll put a pause on this conversation because I have a request for Time in a Bottle, which I would love to do. You could sing the songbook and I would still be amazed. Y'all, thank you so much. I am still, unfortunately, so freaking weird about my voice. One of the reasons I wanted to do the Fallout stream is because I actually feel really comfortable singing jazzy tunes, and I love the radio effect, but I don't want to use it for everything, but I do feel like safer when I use it. I'm checking something I'm a part of that I just want to double check before I say anything. I'm just gonna say it. I'll say it. On April 10th, this Friday, there's gonna be a surprise little Nashville musician jammer Rooski get together. I should say Memphis too. It's going to be me, Ariel Petrie, Nick Black, and the visiting DJ Dan Clancy. We are just gonna all meet up and do a stream together and just kind of see what happens. Just have some fun, make some music. And yeah, I'm trying to get the courage to figure out some songs that I could sing and lead, but like, that's just so not me, my character. It's not me. Not me. I think that's one of the reasons I don't like to sing as much, is I feel like it puts a spotlight on myself, and I don't like that. Which is kind of silly because I know I'm a streamer, which that essentially is the same thing. People have pointed out that this has given me what look like little cat ears, and I'm freaking obsessed. It's awesome. It's a pillow. It was a gift from one of my students. Dan Clancy, like Dan Clancy. Yeah! Dan loves to play the keyboard and sing and jam and stuff. And so he likes doing a bunch of like jams with musicians, and he's coming through Nashville. But I feel like I'm already like talking myself out of like, I don't know, putting myself out there. Like, I'm totally going to do it, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to like me leading or singing a song, I'm like, can I play violin for people and just make their spotlight a little brighter? Because that's what I like to do. That feels safe. But it's true that we always hear our own voice differently than other people. I like remember the day when I got my first cell phone in like 8th grade. I had it was Nextel. It was the one that was like a brick, and there was a walkie-talkie on the side. So like only people that were close with you could like give you an urgent message. So if I was out too late, my mom could be like, beep, beep, curfew in 15. And I'm like, boop, boop, I'm coming home. Anyway, the first time I recorded my voice to have like the message thing, I was devastated when I heard my voice back. I was like, oh my God, that's what I sound like. Oh my God. It's gotten a little better, but again, I just feel like I don't like to make myself in my presence very like big and known. I feel much safer in being like kind of a chill presence. It's why I like Celtic music so much, and why I want to do it, is I get to sit in the corner of a pub and just play. And if people listen, they're like, nice. And then they go about their way, but it feels just more like I'm a part of the environment rather than like, you know, a big part of it. Oh, we got a raid. Welcome for Angelina Prayor. That's a beautiful name. Sorry, I know I probably said that wrong. Where and when did you say the collab stream is? I don't know where yet. It's going to be this Friday, and I think we're aiming for 6 p.m. Central Time. For Raiders, welcome. My name's Joe, and I play over video game soundtracks, and I also make loops, layering a bunch of instruments and singing on top of them for covers and things like that. Why don't I play like Beneath the Mask? I like doing this one for Raid sometimes because I do a fair amount of improv on it, so I get to kind of like have it sound a little bit different.
I can do that for you. My bad.
Maybe I got to do like a more improv-y one when you come in for Justin. Astrovert, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. I think a lot of you are already familiar with Astrovert, but if you're not, definitely go over there urgently and press that follow button. An amazing looper, always doing all original music, totally made up in the moment with you guys. It's so chill and so vibey. For raiders who haven't been here before, welcome. Thanks for sticking around for those who did. My name's Joe and I play over video game soundtracks. We were just doing, oh yeah, do your thing, Justin, totally. I do the same myself. I play over game soundtracks and I also make loops playing lots of different instruments to layer and sing on top of for covers, and also arrange more like kind of game music and things like that. So I do have some priority requests that are in here. Time in a Bottle's next for Sakyon. That's going to be my first singing loop of the day. And then we're going to do the Fascinating Flower Country for McSlibbin. For Thanabeta, thank you. And another thing I want to kind of work towards at the end of stream is I'm building what's going to be like my official Ableton template with the effects already put in there for the old-timey radio sound. I'm doing a stream next month where I'm going to do a whole stream exclusively doing old-timey renditions of tunes in my Fallout cosplay because I thought it would be fun. And so we're making a template
For when I do that, I should add the compression to the drums here, and then some sort of like radio sound effect in the back like this. Oh, I still have Persona playing. Maybe there's like, what other sounds can I do to make this sound more like an old-timey radio? That's too loud. I like that one, but there's a high pitch in it that's too distracting. So I'm trying to make the ideal
template so that when I sing the old-timey things, it will just be ready to go. So any recommendations for what other fun sound effects might be able to make it more vibey? I think that'd be fun. Ableton templates, never-ending exploration and fun. Dude, I'm like this close to having fun with it, but I'm still at the stage where I open all the options and I'm like, but which button to press? So I'm combining effects with Ableton with samples that I'm finding through my account with Splice. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to like have some like random voices pop in here and there, and I don't know. Joe, so close to having fun. That's like the story of me. Except I am getting better at it. I'm always the one that I feel like stops myself from trying things because I'm scared. But I want to get over that. We've also been messing around on my octave violin today, which has been kind of fun. I might do an arrangement using that. But first, I want to prioritize our priority requests, which is why they're called priority requests. So we're going to do next, I wanted to do Time in a Bottle for Sakyon, and then we're going to do a really fun Bravely Default song for McSlibbin, and then I'll see how we're feeling at that point, if I want to close the song list and try some things or not. The twangy wow 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 sound made when I saw vibrating feels old-timey. That's true. Oh, I should also maybe do a visual overlay for it. That probably wouldn't be that hard to find someone on like Fiverr to do for me. I could have like maybe a way to turn on a filter so that it's like the cartoon effect for Fallout, like the green Pip-Boy kind of vibe. I might be getting too ambitious, but I want to try new things this year, and I want to follow these these thoughts to the finish line, you know? So if I'm gonna do a themed event, I wanna like go for it. Anyway, we are at over 2 hours. I am having trouble believing that. That's crazy. At the top of each hour, I'd like to take a good like 4 minutes to just check in with myself. I'm also still dealing with my allergy symptoms, so I just need to drink a lot of water. I'm totally fine. It's just the pollen's kind of wrecking my sinuses. You can hear it a bit when I'm talking, but it's manageable. It's fine. Anyway, I am going to take that break, and when we get back, we're going to do our time in a bottle loop. If you're enjoying the stream, I hope you consider following. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and I really appreciate you. I will be right back. back, and we're gonna do Time in a Bottle. Button. Van Bossen, thank you very much for the follow. Also, I think I saw NFLX pop in. NGM, it's good to see you. Fishtronics, be Millo. I'll look for that 11111. I totally know what you're talking about, yeah. Happy Easter Monday, yes, for those who celebrate. So, Time in a Bottle. So, I've done this one in a couple ways, but I have an idea. I think I want to record this where the A section doesn't have any percussion, but it comes in for the vocal parts of the song. I thought that would be kind of nice. I'm gonna save this as the old-timey template, and we can keep adding to that later. So, Time in a Bottle. I was really surprised when I tapped out the tempo for Time in a Bottle that the tempo is really fast that he does. So I want to slow it down ever so slightly. This arrangement I typically keep pretty simple. We're just going to have some violins and some guitar piano. So let's get started here. Check 1, 2. Okay, cool. I've turned on my headphone mix so that you can hear the metronome. Let's see. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do. Dun, 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 dun. I think that might be a nice tempo. Oh, and it's a waltz. Well, not a waltz, but 3/4. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Let me test how this feels with playing guitar to see if it's the right tempo. It pushes me a little for speed, but I'm the one you wanna go through time with. Time in a battle, the first thing I'd like to do is save every day you treasure and then again. That seems about right. All right, let's get some percussion. Oh gosh, is that true? Goodness. All right. I would like to get some percussion. Your Joy, what's up? We're about to do a loop of Jim Croce's Time in a Bottle, but thank you for always being so generous with the raids. How are you? We're going to do the arguably less exciting part of just getting some basic percussion, but then I'll grab my guitar, layer violin and piano, and sing on it. How was your stream? Dun, dun, dun. Those sound kind of like not like how I wanted it. One sec. I have a kick drum down here. Oh, it's off center, that's why. Yeah, that will be better. You're awesome. Thank you. I think I want brush snare. Are being so kind with their rates today. Will, thank you. How was your stream? I'm about to build a loop of what did I do here? I think it's fine actually. We're about to do a loop of Time in a Bottle. Here's what I need to do. Got it. I think I'm ready. Is the volume okay for you? There seems to be an attempt to do things you want to once you've been around enough to know you're the one I want to go to. I think that's okay. Maybe one BPM slower. All right, let's try this. This song is very special to me. Me and my dad always sang Jim Croce songs together. We still do. I have to set this to E controller. I have a bunch of foot pedals at my feet that I'm just scrolling through currently. There we go. actually would sound really nice on this. I might try that today. Okay. Now, I've never done accordion on this, but I feel like it actually makes a lot of sense. Maybe just for the B section. First thing that I like to do, every day the time passes away, just spending with you. Like maybe just here. Let's just mess around on the accordion and see what happens. Check. No? Is something wrong? I think that's it. What is it? Oh, it's a D major. Yeah, because it's... thing I'd like to do. Save every day till eternity passes away. Just spend them with you. If I could make days last forever, if words could make wishes come true, I'd save every day like treasure, and then again I would spend them with you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. I've been around enough to know you're the one I wanna go through time with. If I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true, the box will be empty except for memories of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. I've been around enough to know you're the one I wanna go through time with. I had a box just for wishes and dreams that had never come true. The box will be empty except for memories of how they were answered by you. But there never seems to be enough time to do the things you wanna do once you find them. Been around enough to know you're the one I wanna go through time with. Oh my gosh, that was impeccable timing. We just got rated right when I pressed stop for this loop. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid from Two Beige. Welcome. How was your stream? What were you up to over there? And welcome everybody. My name's Jo, and I play lots of different instruments and layer them on top of each other to make loops. I just did this version of Jim Croce's Time in a Bottle. Yes, I absolutely love this song. We layered some piano, some accordion, violins, and I sang on top. Been around enough to know you're the one I wanna go through time with. We were told you were amazing. Too bad, thank you. I think I'm okay. I'm really passionate about what I do. I can confidently say that. Two Vase, I'm gonna make sure to give a follow and go over and say hi sometime. For Raiders, welcome. My name's Joe, and I make these loops, but I also play over video game soundtracks, because video game music is personally my favorite genre of music. For Two Vase, do you have a favorite game? Yes, maybe I might know a song from the game. I have binders. I have 10 binders that are jam-packed like this, filled with video game music. So if you like Zelda, Chrono Cross, Clear Obscure, Hollow Knight, Bravely Default, Octopath Traveler, Final Fantasy X, I can do that for you. I did a loop of Xanarkin last week. I'm locking in kind of my arrangement for it still. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong knob. I have a lot of buttons. I'm very grateful to have all these buttons, but there's a lot of buttons. Fascinating Flower Country. I do have a priority request that I want to make sure I have up and loaded, but why don't we do a sneaky little Xanarkin pass? It's so short. And then we'll do the Bravely Default song requested. This is good motivation for me, though, because I historically on stream run away from things that I fear I might make a mistake on because it's scary messing up in front of people. But I'm trying to get over my fears and just do the thing. So after I do my next song, I'm going to close our priority requests, and then I think I might work on my Xanarkin loop arrangement with you guys. I'm trying, as I've mentioned before, to be a little braver. And also, if I allow myself to figure things out on stream, then I'll have more time off of stream to work on recordings and other things that I really want to get to show you guys. So last week I challenged myself to transcribe every note in this piece and kind of organize it. What I want to do is divide the bass line with the second violin part to make it a bit more even and try it on my octave violin so it sounds like a cello. So I have that up and loaded so I can't run away from it when I get back. But first, poor McSlibbin, I'm so sorry to make you wait for so long. And then let's close the priority requests for today. Oh, that was a gross one, sorry. I'm currently dealing with pretty intense pollen allergies. It sounds worse than it is. But, yeah. Sorry about the coughs and the vocal fry. This is one of my favorite hidden gem violin pieces or video game pieces. The whole banger is awesome. A lot of people I think are familiar with the game Bravely Default. It's also a fun game. I played it on my Nintendo DS, 3DS. For Gunslimmer, welcome. Ooh, sorry you guys, my pollen allergy is really acting up. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, which is like one of the worst places for it. I'm just really congested, oh my god. It stinks. I hate complaining about something so trivial though. My apologies. I am though. gonna take a quick break and do a good old big old blow nose. Brisket sandwich on the way. That sounds awesome. Flonase is working decently for me. I kind of ran out this morning. I just was like trying to get the last little drips. I am a fan of the neti pot. I'm going to rock a neti pot so hard after this stream today. And I don't care how kind of oddly gross it is, but it's just so damn satisfying. My God. I love it so much. But let me see if I can get the sinuses feeling a little bit better. I know we're almost at the 3-hour mark, which is usually how long I go, but I do really want to work on this Susannakin thing. And a part of my new goals on Twitch to help me get more done. And also lessen the pressure I put on myself, as I want to figure out things with you guys live, because then I won't feel as tired after going for 3 hours because I'm still figuring stuff out. Okay, I need to try and resolve this pollen situation. The trees are just aggressively spreading their grossness. Thank you. If you're enjoying the stream, I hope you consider following and coming back sometime. I stream 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and I'm always adding new things, and yeah. Oh, before I go, can I show you guys something fun? I was playing a show this past weekend that was a big goodbye show celebration for a dear friend of mine here in Nashville who's moving out west. And he knows how to plan an epic party. His project's called Travolta, which is fun and silly and awesome. And I captured one part of the show. I'm not in this shot, but I just thought it was so freaking funny. Atticus Travolta. Travolta, king of party fun. Enjoy.
Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home.
No. This should be my raid alert.
Late night, come home. Where's us? I know. She left me roses by the stair. Surprises let me know she cares. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home.
And I can get those finger-like gloves. So that's what I did this past weekend. The event was called Swamp Formal. And so I was like, what do I wear to a swamp formal? They were like, just like swamp, but like make it formal. I'm like, okay. But when I walked in there, there's moss and like random stuff hanging all over the walls that they put up. They built a platform in the middle of the room with a DJ on it. There's inflatable alligators and snakes everywhere. It was so fun. It was so stupid. It was so fun. Oh, I already miss him. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take that second break. I'm having a really hard time with the congestion right now, and I just want to see if I can make it a bit better so I can keep going a bit longer. Thank you all very, very much, and I will be back in just a few minutes. Thank you. Alrighty, I'm back. I feel a little better. So I don't know if I'll do the whole thing. Is admittedly like, sorry to complain about it. Complain about it so much, but I am having quite a difficult time with my allergies this morning. But I want to at least try this. So I grabbed my octave violin. It's a regular violin. I just put octave strings on it, and I wanted to try and fine tune. I've been working on an arrangement of oh, no. That's the next Shame browser. You're not getting that for free. Okay. My Tizanarkin arrangement. This is a very just like printed, like I just tried to duplicate the notes on the piano and divide them up into 3 parts the best that I could. So the MIDI sounds like this. I can show you. There was a rhythm I did near the end of the piece that I thought could be used. This all I'm doing as pizzicato is I thought it sounded nice. Okay, I have an idea. So that is a pretty straightforward, just like transcription of the notes themselves. I'm trying to see if I can if I move this window. Oh no, that still works. That's great. Okay, great. Fantastic. Now I can look at my Ableton window and my transcription at the same time just to make it a little smaller. And then Ableton. I'm just going to use this old template, use it's in 3/4. And we're going to give this a go. So let me see here. The tempo for Tizanarkin. Definitely not that fast. Let me listen to the original for a second. Here we go. So the original tempo is like... I would like to do it faster than the original version so it doesn't drag. So maybe instead of dun 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 da, 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 da. I like that better. All right. How the heck do I want to do this? So I'm going to go from the bottom up, and I'm going to take my octave violin out and try and build something here. So that, for example, I know what I want to do. So when you're making a string arrangement, there isn't like a steadfast way of doing things, but I really liked this rhythm for the bottom line, the da 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 da. So while I gave the middle line that G, I want to give it to this line instead. And then let's see how that feels. I like that. Maybe shorten that. Do I want those? I'm just gonna hold this D out longer. I'm gonna do that same thing where we took this eighth note and put it here. I like that better. And then so I don't forget that this note exists. I'm going to put it up here for now. But that sounds smoother to make that a quarter note. Same decision I made for this one. G, quarter. Put that up here for now, the F. Cool. Let me see what I have so far. You're blocking my way. finish the phrase. Let's try just that much so far. Okay. I hope this is interesting for y'all. I get nervous trying things that are different than what I usually do on stream. Okay, I need to be able to see all of this. So I'm gonna start where the melody comes in here. Two, three. I need to tune. This violin's really hard to stay in tune with the different strings on it. Sorry. Very flat, very flat. Okay, let's try again. I need a heavier bow to pull this string down hard enough. Now I'm blocking the sheet music. I can't read it. Water.
fourth line.
I'm doing it! Okay, I like where it's going. Let me do the B section. I wonder if I can do it on one pass. So what I'm going to do now is move on to the next section of the piece. And I would like the contrast of it going to a pizzicato because it's sudden and it's emotive. So if you guys like it, I will definitely do more of this. So I could divide these. Violin 2 has a really busy part. I could divide it between maybe... Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go back and forth between this A and the E. Basically doing the first note of the bass line, but then spelling out the fifth of that chord so that violin 2 doesn't do as much. So maybe... Is that right? F sharp. Okay. that fast, okay? I do want to do a third violin part. I just have to figure out what these chords are. A minor, C, G, E minor, F sharp minor. Okay. Okay, I gotta write in these chords because I'm getting confused. A minor. It has a C, a G, a C, and an F7. So is it a C? That might not be it. Sorry, guys. I'm not as good at transcribing chords by ear. Oh, it's an F. Then what's this? F sharp B. Oh. Okay, let me write these in before I get too distracted. Oh, this is so scary doing it live. Ah! F. That has to be a G, because it has a G, B, D in it. E minor. B minor. C sharp. F, A, C. Oh. So that's F sharp minor. Piano players are cringing at me right now. And then so dun dun ba. Then I see a G. Oh, just E minor. And then what's the last chord? Is it a B major? B, F sharp, D sharp. Yeah. Oh my God, I did it. Okay. So knowing the chords now, all I have to do is do arpeggios for the third violin line, not starting on E, because that's what violin 2 is doing. So instead for here, I could start on an A and just do the arpeggio up, and that would be a harmony. So let's try that. higher violin coming in after the first note of the second one, so. And if I start that note on a D sharp, that climb up together in unison's too much. I think. That, I think. Let's record it. Oh, Kim. Okay. You cut off my vibe, man. Okay.
changed the key in my head for some reason. That's a good start, though.
I love the percussiveness that the pizzicato gives. I'm going to have to make the cello line busier, I think, in the beginning, because otherwise there's like not a push to it. And then I'll make the viola part also mimic that movement, and I think that will help it a lot. But for my second attempt ever, I'm pretty okay with that. Thank you guys for being a safe place for me to try and do live arrangement. Doing things from scratch without a plan is like one of my worst fears, is doing live on stream. But I want to conquer those fears, and I'm only going to be able to do that if I at least get started trying. I'm toying around with the idea of maybe making this a redeem special on the channel. Like if there's a certain number dono, I'll make a string arrangement of one of the game pieces. Maybe not the whole thing, but like sections like this, so you can see how long it takes. I'd have to think about what a reasonable ask for that would be, though. Like in general, I'm trying to think of more formats for the channel to add like different segments, and it makes it more of like an event. You know what I mean? But for my second loop attempt of To Xanarkin, I'm pretty happy with that. I thought that was fun. And I didn't panic figuring things out live in front of friends. So it's like another win. Thank you so much for those who stuck around from the raid. There's been a lot of follows today and a lot of raids. I've been very, very spoiled. Thank you very, very much, everybody. I really appreciate it. It's because of your support that I get to spend all my days, you know, writing and arranging sheet music and just trying to record it all and ultimately get better, because that's the main goal that I have. I just want to become a strong musician and have a solid, respectable career from music, which is really daunting and intimidating, but I'm really determined. Yeah, today's been a ton of raids. I've been super, super spoiled. But I think there, folks, is where I'm going to end today's stream. We've been going 3.5 hours, though. And again, now that I'm like allowing myself to figure out things live with you guys, that saved a tremendous amount of time where now I can just fine tune that and now have a quartet arrangement, you know? So I feel like I'm headed in the right direction. I made some other goals for myself this week. I'm making an old-timey jazzy lounge rendition of a Pokemon tune and jazz chord voicings for Fly Me to the Moon. So those are my goals. And I'm going to see if I can check off those 3 boxes by the end of the week. Again, thank you, everybody. This has been really fulfilling and just a wonderful, safe, happy stream. So thank you. I am going to end stream here today because I'm losing my talking voice fast. And we are going to go off on a raid. I will be live tomorrow at 3 p.m. for anyone that wants more music. I'll be live tomorrow. And Trevor, I don't know if I said hello, but it's always lovely to see you. I am just taking a look to see who's live. I always like to take an extra second to see if there's someone that I don't typically get a chance to raid that might be live. We like to spread the love. Dun, dun. How about we raid... Oh, let's raid Jen. So we're going to go to categories outside of music. I'm really grateful to be a part of the Women's Guild, and I've been talking to so many other fabulous and wonderful women streamers, one of which, Genticles, is amazing. She's so funny and so cool, And she's so sweet and has rated us a bunch of time with big groups of people. So I would like to return the favor. If you enjoyed the stream, I hope to see you again sometime. And I'm going to go make a nice old cup of tea and something warm to help these sinuses loosen up, I think. But thank you, everyone, for another wonderful day. And I'm going to tidy up this arrangement and see if we can get it even better. Thank you. I love you. Bye. Oh.